Hi friends. So something I have noticed is that we start out our lessons and don't always know exactly what we need. And so I'm going to make an effort to put in the very beginning, have it written down what pages you will need from your packet, the unit and the lesson as well. And then I want to make sure that you know you need your spiral today as well, because we're going to be doing some drawings of numbers. So I'll pause the video right now, check in with you, and make sure you have your stuff, and then we will get started. All right, now that we're ready, I just want to give you that gentle reminder too that every day you need to have your spiral, your math packet, and a pencil to work with. Even if I use a pen, you need a pencil because I want you to be able to erase. And a lot of the work that we do in our spiral is based on what we would do on a whiteboard if we were in class together. So instead of a whiteboard, we have our spirals, and that's what we're using them for. And so you might notice that we're really cruising through lots of pages here in our spiral, and that's okay. We bought this to be able to share information with each other and write, and that's what we are using it for. And so it's okay if you're going through some pages. Just a reminder as we move along though, is make sure that you're practicing writing on the lines, making sure that you have spaces appropriate between your numbers, just like you would for words, so that we can read clearly what happens. And when you take pictures or show me, it's best if you hold your page up to the camera more than holding it next to your face so that I can really see what work you have going on. So today we're going to be working on remembering these symbols. Okay, and so you might have learned this as the crocodile or alligator that eats the bigger number. And so oftentimes when you see that you need to use those, it's because you have something like this and it has a circle in between. And if you think about this, like this is the wide mouth wants to eat the bigger number. And so if this were a crocodile, he'd say, ooh, I don't want that 5, I want that 9. And when I was in second grade, we actually drew teeth on it so it would look like the crocodile. We can even draw little eyes on it so that we know he's going to eat that 9. So that's what we're working on today. And so this symbol right here, if we look at it this way, it's got the big wide mouth open that way. So this is greater than. This is less than. We've got the tiny end, the little end. So this is less than. And you know that one. That one is equal. So if we were to read this, we would say 5, and look at that, it's facing that way. 5 is less than 9. If we flipped those numbers around, we would have this facing that way, and it would say 9 is greater than 5. And so always think about which one does that crocodile want to eat. Even now as a grown-up, I still think about which one the crocodile would want to eat because I get them mixed up. It doesn't seem like you should get them mixed up, but they're such similar symbols that it's okay to always, always, always think of them as a crocodile like I do, okay? So we got the basics down. So we know what it looks like when we have just a single digit. We know that's greater than, less than, or equal. And I'm going to turn the page now, and we can use this for bigger numbers as well. So if I were to write 39, and you don't have to write this big in your book, so you're writing this now, and 81, because you're going to show this to me in just a minute, what symbol would go right there? Would it be greater than, less than, or equal? I'm going to pause, and you're going to draw it and show it to me. All right, guys, nice job. Yeah, so that crocodile would want to eat that 81. He would want 81 fish instead of 39 fish. So the 39 is less than 81. And if we draw this, we can actually see that really clearly. So let's go ahead and quickly draw 39 and 81. And I will pause so that you can show me what those drawings look like. I noticed that some of you are even making sure to put those into your fives groups so they're really easy to count. And I really like that you're using that strategy to organize your math thinking. So if we just look at this, if we don't even see these numbers here, and we know that each of those lines is a 10 stick, then we see right away that there's a whole lot more on this side. So we can once again put our less than symbol right in there. So we know that 81 is greater than 39. So what would be, oh, whoops, I mixed it up. I was gonna say what would be another way we could say that would be 39 is less than 81, but we already talked about that. So we'll just continue to move forward. All right, so we know that we can do 2-digit numbers. Give me a thumbs up if you think that we can also do this with 3-digit numbers. Yeah, you guys have got it. You, of course, can do this with any numbers, no matter how big. We can always compare them and see which number has a greater value. So let's go ahead and do this with 154 and 178. Now this time, before I pause, I'm going to give you 2 instructions. So there are 2 things that you will need to do. The first thing is to decide, is it greater than, less than, or equal? So you're going to try that on your numbers here. After you decide that, you're going to prove it with a proof drawing, and you're going to draw your hundreds, tens, and ones boxes to show a picture, just like what we did right here. But this time, we're going to do that for a 3-digit number. Ready? Go. All right. There's 154. Nope, I almost forgot. Draw my 100 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and when we drew it, you guys used a less than symbol because 154 is less than 178. Or if we read it backwards, 178 is greater than 154. So these are some comparisons here. If we look at this picture, we can see there are more ones over here and more tens over here. If we look at this picture, we see there are fewer tens and fewer ones, but they have the same number of 100s. All right. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope that this is pretty clear. Let's go ahead and get out page 83. Turn back to Unit 2, Lesson 5, pages 83 and 84. So you want page 83. Give me thumbs up when you have it or show it to me. All right, I'm going to change pens here because this one will bleed through to the other side. And let's see. Oh, goodness. Here's my pencil right here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 of these together, and then you're going to do the rest by yourself, and you'll show that to me. What you're going to take a picture of today is this right here. Okay, so it says make a drawing for each number. Write less than, greater than, or equal. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw that picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens and 6 ones. Give me thumbs up when you have that written down. Next thing we're going to do is draw 81. How many tens is that going to be? Show me on your fingers. Nice. Yeah, we need 8 tens. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And how many 1 dots do we need? Very nice. 1 1 dot. So if we look at the number of tens that we have here, which one is greater? 81 or 56? Which one does that crocodile want to eat? I'm going to pause and ask for somebody to tell me. Yeah, that crocodile wants to eat 81. I don't know why. I still like to draw those teeth and eyes on there. Oh, he's hungry. He's looking for something to eat, and he wants that 81. 56 is less than 81. All right, let's try 123. Now, this tricks us a little bit because those are big numbers there, but we can still draw those. So what are we going to draw? What are we going to start with here, friends? Yeah, you're going to start with that hundreds box. So here we have the hundreds box. Right there. How many tens will we have? Nice. 2 tens. And how many ones? I love it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Once again, let's look at this. 109. 109. How many hundreds boxes do we have? Yep, 1 100s box. How many tens do we have? How many tens do we have there? No tens! I know, isn't that weird? And then how many ones do we have? 9 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 and 5 is 9. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a peeksy pie at this and decide, is it less than, greater than, or equal? You got it. Yeah, so we're going to make that crocodile eat that 123. There we go. Okay, you're going to finish this page on your own, and I'd like for you to show it to me when you finish it. So go ahead and pause, or I'm going to go ahead and pause so that you can do this and show it to me. Remember that you need to draw the drawing as well as put that symbol in there. All right, guys. This one is just a quick practice. Less than, greater than, or equal. You should be able to do all that pretty easy. And then number 17 says, draw a proof drawing to help puzzled penguin. Write less than, greater than, or equal. He says, I know that 9 is greater than 6. Did I make a mistake? So go ahead and make that proof drawing and figure out what his mistake was. Thank you, guys. This is the page that I want to see today. Happy mathing, mathletes.